the Pioneer viewers, how are you? I hope each and every one of you is in full health and well-being. As the Pioneer team, we're proud to share with you our up-to-date report on the Russian-Ukrainian war today, and we will discuss in details an extremely remarkable operation of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. As we have emphasized in our previous reports, we have developed an in-depth understanding of the weaknesses of the Russian intelligence and how Ukraine is exploiting these opportunities. Russia's top commanders are currently facing a major challenge. Why? Well, because the Ukrainian armed forces are targeting Russia's top commanders in every operation, causing extremely impressive damage. So the Ukrainian armed forces made an incredible discovery on the Luhansk front line. This discovery revealed that an important commander of the Russian armed forces was carrying out his activities in the command center very close to the Luhansk front line. Thanks to the meticulous work and successful operation of the Ukrainian intelligence, this critical information was obtained and immediate action was taken. As a result of the operation, a senior Russian colonel was neutralized. So what are the details and possible effects of these operations? Let's analyze it together. Before starting, let me remind you something. As the Pioneer, we continue to share our reports on Russia-Ukraine war with you, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so as not to miss our daily reports. You can also support me and my team by using the super thanks button below the videos. Thank you for your support. Let's start if you're ready. The Pioneer reports. So, the conflict between Russia and Ukraine is in full force. The front line is very dynamic and mobile, while the Ukrainian armed forces continue their operations behind the front line. At many points, we are witnessing attacks by the Ukrainian armed forces on the rear lines. However, the intensity of these attacks has decreased in recent days. This is quite natural because, as we have reported, there is a growing shortage of the ammunition, and the lack of ammunition reduces the frequency of attacks by the Ukrainian armed forces. This may affect the course of the conflict and the strategic moves of the parties. So, as emphasized in the previous reports, the amount of ammunition is of course important, but it is also critical to use it strategically and wisely. And the Ukrainian armed forces are providing this fact once again with the recent success. However, not only the ammunition, but also the effective coordination with the Ukrainian intelligence plays a major role in these successes. So, according to the recent reports, Ukrainian intelligence has located Colonel Pavel Alexandrovich Gorpotov, commander of the Russia's 59th Guard Communications Brigade. This is an example of the excellent cooperation between Ukraine's intelligence and the military units. So, according to reports, Colonel Gorpotov is alleged to have been suspicious of the situation during the Ukrainian intelligence locating efforts and even shared this issue with the Russian intelligence officials. However, Russian intelligence officials reportedly told Colonel Gorpotov that there was no problem and that he could continue his activities. In other words, the Russian intelligence had once again made an incredible mistake, and as a result of this mistake, Gorpotov was eliminated. So, recent events shows that the Ukrainian armed forces carried out a large-scale Storm Shadow missile attack on the Luhansk region where Gorpotov was located. After Gorpotov was located, the Ukrainian armed forces, acting on the information of the Ukrainian intelligence, successfully hit several points behind the Luhansk front line. In this attack, powerful and long-range Storm Shadow missiles were used to destroy a large number of points behind the Luhansk front line. Among the destroyed positions was a Russian command post, and Gorpotov was reportedly at one of the command posts. So, the Storm Shadow missile strike launched by the units of the Ukrainian armed forces has had a significant impact. So, as reported by local sources, according to the reports, the attack destroyed not only the command post where Gorpotov was located, but also a number of ammunition depots and similar strategic points. This attack, which took place on the Luhansk front line in particular, is quite remarkable, as the Luhansk region is known to be a generally calmer area. Compared to the other fronts, it can be said that the conflict between the two armies is at a lower intensity. However, this offensive of the Ukrainian armed forces has brought a new dynamism to the region. The killing of Colonel Pavel Alexandrovich Gorpotov, who was especially popular among the Russian soldiers by the Storm Shadow attack, seems to have caused a great shock among the Russian soldiers. This event can play an important role not only as the military loss, but also as a psychological impact. According to information from the regional sources, an investigation was launched after the latest attack and attention was again focused on the Russian intelligence. Local sources claim that they have been observing increased activity for a long time. This suggests that the Ukrainian army is planning an open attack on the Luhansk front line. However, it seems that the Russian military and intelligence did not take this situation seriously. It was already emphasized from the beginning of the war that Ukraine was not taken as seriously by Russia. Now we are facing a similar situation. Although Russia has suffered heavy losses due to its own mistakes, the administration, intelligence, and war leadership are not held responsible for this situation, and this shows how stable the balances in Russia are. So, who is Colonel Pavel Alexandrovich Kropotov, whom the Ukrainian Armed Forces destroyed with the Storm Shadow missiles strikes, and why is he so important to the Russian Armed Forces? So, according to reports following his graduation, Colonel Pavel Alexandrovich Kropotov served in the Russian forest, rising from the lieutenant colonel to the colonel in the process. Subsequently, according to the frequent local media reports, he served in the 106th Brigade in Yurga Komarov region. Kropotov was reportedly recognized as the respected leader in this region, where tensions between Russian soldiers and their commanders were frequent topics of the discussion. However, there are various speculations about the death of Colonel Kropotov. Some sources suggest that this may indicate a deliberate disregard of the lack of intelligence. Possibly, it is thought that individuals who were uncomfortable with Kropotov's position in the army did not take some kind of measures against Ukrainian operations. However, it may take time to uncover such facts. And in the meantime, it remains unclear how Russian troops in the region will be affected by Kropotov's absence. So what do you think? How effective do you think the attacks of the Ukrainian armed forces are? And how do Storm Shadow missiles affect the war? How will the destruction of the Russian colonel affect the Russian troops? Let me know in the comments, because I read and I care about all of your comments.